What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to my boss fight guide for Dark Souls 3. In this episode, we're going to be tackling the mack-daddy of all Dark Souls dragons, Darkeater Midir. This is one of my favorite fights because it's one of the most challenging. So just a heads up, if you got souls, spend them, because you're probably going to lose them. I warned you. So as for summons, we got Shira here. It's going to be so tempting to bring help in for this fight. Don't do it. At least not this NPC. If you want to bring a friend in, you go right ahead, but don't bring Shira in. She's going to make the fight much harder because the dragon's going to do more long-range attacks, which suck to fight against. In a New Game Plus, which this game is in, he can actually one-shot you with 1600 health. So that sucks, so don't do it. As for strategy, you can really use whatever weapon you want. Being a dragon, he is weakest to lightning, but he's still fairly resistant to it. The reason I like the Dragon's Sacred X is because I have a monstrous 758 damage without any buffs and this guy verticality in the swings, which is going to help me hit his head, which is what we're going to be doing. The strategy this involves is basically staying right on his face and trying to hit his head and rolling and dodging his attacks. That's basically it. As for the shields, Havel's is the best because of the resistance to fire and dark, which Midir can do a lot of. If you can't hold Havel's, use the Dragon Head Greatshield. That's a great alternate. If you can't hold either of those, I would say maybe respec. Now, you can technically dodge everything, but having a good shield really does help. As for rings, I have defensive rings, Speckled Stone Plate, and the Ring of Steel Protection will help me against the dark, fire, and physical damage should I get hit, which you probably will. The Havel's Ring going to help me maintain my rate ratio with this equipment, and the Chloranthy Ring because you need every amount of stamina you can get. Now, as for his attacks, he does have a lot of bite, stomps, and fire attacks. You're going to see all those. I'm not going to describe them here right now, but he will do various combos of them. So you kind of have to learn his combinations and know what to expect. As for miracles and spells, you guys know what I use all the time. It doesn't really change here. Sacred Oath and Great Magic Shield is going to be your best magic friend. With Great Magic Shield, you can tank anything except his long-range laser attack, which will, like I said, one-shot you, no matter what. If you're on New Game Plus. Most of you are going to go through this on New Game, so this fight will be much easier. So please drop a like down below for your boy trying to do a boss fight guide walkthrough on Midir on New Game freaking Plus, because it kinda sucks. But it's still fun. He's going to roar at you, which means he's ready to go business. Now he's always going to charge at you. With Great Magic Shield, you can just really hold L1 to win on that one. Now stay on him. See how those verticality... I probably could have gotten one more hit in, but again, being greedy on this fight is just not a good idea. Now he's going to breathe fire here. He's going to put it right down below you. And it will usually hit you twice. He's going to do it again. I was actually kind of lucky. I got a little bit greedy there. I'm only going to hit him once this time. I like to stay in front of his face, and I like to stay locked off for the most part. And then you can run up to him and whack him once. I missed. That is unfortunate. Again, you have a choice to heal or attack for the most part. I probably could have attacked there. You can see those vertical swings really helping me out. Here he comes. Now, if you guys want to dodge, I'm going to show you guys what that's like. It is rather hard. You can see you can get buffs off, too. Now, if you get far enough away, you can see just how much damage you did. Alright, I'm going to start getting some damage in so I don't run out of S's here. Now this is going to hit you anywhere, so you got to be facing the fire. And as you can see, it did hit me once. He's going to breathe fire again. Just try and watch his head. You don't want that to grab you. As you can see, if I hit his foot, it's only 250. That's not good. He does have a tail swipe, which is pretty mean. You want to try and keep an eye on him. I should be able to come up and hit him. Good. Got some good damage in there. See, that was his 3 swipe. You know, only 1 hit, guys. You can see the strategy is actually pretty repeatable. You just gotta stay in front of his face. This one you've seen a couple times now. Try to get greedy on that one. That could have been a lot worse for me. Remember, push him. But watch that stamina. Still managed to get hit. You're gonna miss sometimes. You just kind of gotta gauge. Now, this is gonna be an AoE attack. You want to kind of stay away from that. He's gonna go kind of into a phase 2. You want to roll away from that if you can't help it. So he still has a similar amount of attacks here on phase 2. Now on this, he's going to summon a lot of those orbs in there. You notice how I'm trying to stay on him directly. Try and sneak on, be right in front of his face when he turns around here. So we can hopefully get a hit in. Good. Still managed to get a hit in. That was actually pretty rare. And here comes the hit, but that's actually unfortunate. You want to make sure run it right here, and then you can get your critical in. This might finish him. It might not. It did not. Top off your health. It will stagger him, so you can finish him off. Ooh-wee, boys. That was a tough one. I'm going to have to take a seat after that. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this has helped you guys kind of get a feel for the easiest way to tackle this boss, because he does do a lot of damage, especially on New Game Plus. But if you can stay in front of him, use a combination of shields for his swipes and roll through his sprints at you, you'll be able to do it. Well, that's it for this one.